This video is my second ebook formatting video, and I'll be showing you how to format your ebook into a Kindle package file using Kindle Create and ebook formatting software that accesses your ebook so that it works well on all Kindle devices and applications. We'll be converting the Microsoft Word document format we created in the previous video into a Kindle package file and an Epub using Kindle Create in this video. Now let's get into the video.
So welcome to my video on how to format your Microsoft Word document into a Kindle package file. So Kindle, we are going to search for Kindle Create first here. Just go to Google and search for Kindle Create. Then you would get here Kindle Create, so you can download it from Amazon. It's completely free of charge, by the way, so you don't have to stress yourself to do anything. You just download for a PC or download for Mac, depending on what kind of device you use. Download for PC or download for Mac. For me, I'm using the PC version, so I'm going to download for PC. To install it. So here you're going to click. Here you're going to click to I agree and choose where you want the Kindle Create file to upload to. Install. It won't take too long. Okay, now we're going to run Kindle Create. So since Kindle Create will help us add like title page and introduction and about the author, we're going to delete that from our pre-formatted Word document that we formatted before. I'm going to delete all of this title page. We formatted the ebook into Microsoft Word documents to make it easier to read. So now we're just going to make changes. We're going to remove all of this that we added in the previous video. If you haven't watched that on how to format your ebook into Microsoft Word document, you can go back and watch that. I think that pre-formatting, you're doing some basic formatting on your Microsoft Word documents before you send it off to Kindle Create is a very good idea, especially with the spacings between the words, between the paragraphs. That's just, as far as I'm concerned, that's very important. Okay, so we're removing the about page 2. That is not necessary. Now that we are going to Kindle Create, we're going to do all of that in Kindle Create. Okay, now we have a pretty raw Microsoft Word document that we're going to use, and we have Kindle Create, which is ready to use. So we're going to open a new, create new, sorry, we don't have any existing file, so we're going to create new. Then we're going to choose the file we're going to use. So now you can either create reflowable. This is for like ebooks, and I think PDFs too. You can also use reflowable for ebooks. Comic for comic books, print replicas for like magazines. I think this is the best for magazines or textbooks. So we're doing reflowable, of course. This is for print and ebook formatting. You can choose the file documents are coming to desktop, and this is the file document we are using. Open. Now it's importing and converting the documents. So now that we have successfully imported, we're going to continue. Let's continue that. Yeah, let's get started with automatic chapter titles. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to choose the chapter titles. Now this would only be easy for you if you had used this heading stuff in Microsoft Word. If you want to learn how to do that, you can watch the previous video, but you would have formatted your ebook to have heading 1, so that when it comes here, it can just pick out your chapter titles. You have to make this is important in case maybe, for example, someone that doesn't have chapter 1 and you don't even have like numbers, so the titles of your chapters are like text, and there's no way to check if everything is complete. It's better to just use heading 1 for all your titles. So now I'm going to accept selected. Now that I've accepted selected, we are going to add the front matter. This is where you had front matter, and this is where you had back matter. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to add front matter. So we can add the title page. Now this is way easier than us doing this ourselves. Like for example, so the title is Epub, and the subtitle is I think it was something like ebook formatting. See, this is actually video 2. So let's just book 2 instead of video 2. Author name. And if you have a publisher, you can put your publisher logo. Then create the front page. This is the front page. So you don't have to do any formatting yourself because you have already formatted it yourself, and it's going to look okay. Copyright. This is copyright as provided by this by Kindle Create printed in this thing. You can do all of this, not necessary if you don't want to do it. Copyright owner, you're going to put the name of the copyright owner, and the year of publication is 2023. Then create the page. This is the copyright page now. Looks okay. You can also add other stuff here. You can add dedication, table of contents, introduction, prologue, forward, standard. You can also add back matter. You can do books by this author, and you can do about the author. And then and then you can add an image. Of course, you can select an image this way. So I'm not sure how to do this. So you can choose if you want it to be medium, small, but I'll just use small because that just makes your life easier. You can put it in the center or side, anyhow. Create. This is about the author page. Okay, let's try and edit the page. I want to edit the image. Let's just remove the image. I'm not sure that the image is translating well in here. Can't read it right. So yeah, so this is if you're adding like about the author. If you want to add stuff like books by this author, then you just put like the different books. You can put like 10 books in here if you want. Also you could also do like books in this series. All those kind of information can be added in here. Now that we have a title page and we have a copyright page and we have added a back matter page, let's insert the table of contents. And yeah, table of contents. This is the table of contents that you want to see in the book. Yeah, table of contents. Okay. See, if this is supposed to be an ebook, it would be easy to just click to go to the place you're going. Like for example, chapter 1, table of contents. If you go to like chapter 4 immediately. So this is this table of content here that you're using to change stuff up. You can remove it or you can put it back here by pressing view. Undo is if you make any changes. For example, if I write C and I want to change it back to SCD, you would just undo. Yeah, and then you can redo to put back the C. And to find, if you want to find text or something, like, okay, let's say I'm looking for, okay, let's do this. Let's go to chapter 1, and let's say I'm looking for SCD. Okay, SCD, just find it. It will take you directly to where there's SCD, all the places where there's SCD in this text. So if you're looking for something and you want to quickly change something in your ebook while you're doing formatting, you can always search for it here. If you want to insert an image into the text, I'm not into images into like books for various reasons, because it can totally backfire. I'm just saying. But if you wanted to add image and you are ready to like do all the work you need to, you could also even have like chapter start images. So that's, you could add images here. So for this image, you're going to need to add alt text for people that are using screen readers to see images. Just for accessibility purposes, you can change the size. Okay, this is a girl. It doesn't need to be, you don't need to like add like, your alt text doesn't need to be like, this is a girl. It could just be like girl. If it was an apple, you would just put something like apple, or a girl eating apple, girl eating apple. Okay, so you could also place it within margin, place to edge, place within margin, place to edge, depending on the bleed for your ebook, the one you plan for. You can make it smaller, you can make it medium, you can make it large, you can make it, give it medium, you can make it to the size. So this is if you wanted to add an image. Yeah. So now if you want to add an image, this is how. If you wanted to add a link here, it would be something like this. Hyperlink. So yes. Set up a link. Yeah, so you could add a link if you wanted. This is current element now. This is like the current element that you're touching. If you're touching here, it will be chapter title. If you're touching the text, it would be body text. So you can change stuff here by pressing clear and change it to body text here. To change it back, just undo. So, and you can make anything here something else. Like for example, chapter 1, we can make it okay, if I wanted to add like a subtitle now about formatting, I will just come here and write it and then put chapter subtitle, and now it just looks so good. First paragraph, if you wanted to make changes to like the first paragraph, you could do something like chapter first paragraph. So undo. So now if we wanted to like for the chapter 1, for the dividers, we can make changes to them here using this using the standard elements available. This is separator. See, now looks pretty. I think there's a separator in chapter. Okay, all the separators have been changed. Chapter 1. Okay, this is the separator in chapter 2. So look at how the separator just looks so good. Now, if you had a quote, if this was your book and it had a quote or something that you wanted to highlight, for example, you will just put something like block quote. So something like very land. This is just an example, by the way. Yeah, so yeah, once we have done that and I've shown you like all these standard elements and what you can do with them, subheadings, quotes, now if you wanted to add like a subheading, let me show you how that works. Let's go to chapter 3, I think. Okay, so if chapter 3 had a subheading, like okay, um the second part, this is a subheading, you just come here and press subheading if you want to. I don't think you can centralize the subheading though. Yeah, but this is how to put the subheading in. Can you can save it, save. Yes, save. You can choose where to save this. You're going to use desktop here. So for the chapter headings, if you want to make changes to that, it's like team is where you make changes to the chapter headings. This is how it's modern title will look like this. If it's classic, the title will look like this. If it's cosmos, the title will look like. If it's armor, the title. Oh, I kind of like armor. Let's try this. Ooh, see how it looks. So the title will look like this. Armor. So this is how the chapter title is. It's not very legible though. So let's just go for something simple that everyone can read, like the modern. So once we have changed the chapter title to the style that you want, you can then preview to check how this looks. Preview allows you to look at this like if from like the device type, like different device, Kindle device types, just to see how your ebook. It's kind of like the previewer that is available at the end of your at the back of your Amazon KDP account when you're uploading a book, where it's like preview the book. That's the kind of thing we have here. So you could use tablet type, you can use phone, you can use Kindle e-reader. If this was if this was a Apple device, it would show you iPhone too. So the phone and iPhone too, same thing. So just if the sizes to see how your ebook looks on different sizes, on different different screens. Anyways, so now because of what we have done in the ebook formatting, I mean the Microsoft Word document formatting stage, putting spaces here and putting space after the paragraphs and putting in like the paragraph indentations. This is why this looks so good. If you had not done all of that, it would just, I don't know if there's a way to do all of that typesetting inside Kindle create, right? This is my method of doing this kind of stuff. So yeah, I think everything looks okay. If you're checking to see like how does everything look. And this is the image. This side is going to look in on a tablet. If you're using a phone, this is how it look on a phone. Yeah. And so if you wanted to export this, you wanted to make a PDF, I mean a KPF, Kindle package file, which you would then upload to Amazon KDP. You would just come here and click export. Oh, now you can also export Epubs. Wow. Can you create this? This is a new development. So you could actually create an Epub which can you create. So let's export as KPF and Epub. So you can choose where you want to save it. So let's save it here in desktop. So export. So this is the Epub and this is the KPF. Now I don't have a Kindle Kindle device to use to open this up on like a reader, but I do have an Epub reader on my browser. So we can open this Kindle and this Epub file to see how it looks Epub wise. So this is my Epub reader for this is a Chrome extension, by the way. So I'm coming with Epub and clicking this. Let's see how this would look, how it would look on Epub, because I've never used Kindle Create for creating Epubs. Well, this is actually not bad, very much not bad. I think I'm gonna have to start thinking about maybe I want to use Kindle Create for my ebook formatting, because this is very good and efficient. The fact that you can turn see, this is what I was telling you about, how when you are doing ebook formatting, you should try and go for the simplest and easiest thing, because depending on the device that or the device that the reader is using, it could show up in here. This image, we centralized it when we were creating it, but now look at it on the side. So imagine if it were like something else. So just this is very nice. This is very nice.
If you want to learn how to create other ebook formats like Epub, Mobi, PDFs, etc., I'm currently working on a video series showing you how to format your books into all of these formats. The links to the videos will be in the description. And that's a wrap for today's video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more of this type of content. And don't forget, stay creative, stay productive, and keep writing. Bye!